Hey there, welcome back. I really do appreciate you checking out my video today. So I went ahead and I went and bit the bullet and I turned one of my characters into a ghoul. Why did I do this? I heard there was quite a few ghoul builds out there that I wanted to test. One of these are a ENO6 Guardian solo build. This build is insane. We could take out the ENO6 Guardian so quick with this build and any other enemy in Appalachia. This build is honestly fun, and now I'm gonna teach you how to make it. Now I went around and watched quite a few different videos, and the things I kept seeing is all different cards being used, a lot of different information. So I took this character that I had, this low level character, and I made this build just like you normally would with a normal character that did not really have much in-game items. Most of the people that go into the raid that watch these videos don't have all them in-game items, so it makes it really hard for them to farm the raids on their own. Well, I'm going to show you a build that you pretty much can go around, scavenge everything you need, and there's no 4 stars needed, all 3 stars, and a T65 power armor set. Now I'm using a full set of troubleshooters. That way I take less damage from the ENO6 Guardian. I also have 3 Through Hiker 3-star mod and 2 Sentinel 3-star mods. My second star are AP powered, but you can get by without them. Just want to make sure you have that troubleshooters 1-star set, but that is optional. I'm using troubleshooters because, like I said, less damage from the ENO6 Guardian. Now for the weapon. This is where we're going to use an anti-armor bashing 3-2 strength minigun. The bashing is what we're going to want, and we're always going to want to make sure we never have any ammo on us. Ammo will stop the shredder from bashing and you won't be able to use it, so always make sure you have no ammo on you. Now for my perk cards, legendary perk cards, and my perk card points. Now these are all the points I have in my specials. I have 10 into strength, 2 into perception, 10 into endurance, 5 into charisma, 9 into intelligence, 9 into agility, and 11 into luck. You want to work on this a lot more because you want to put a lot more cards into strength and you can get this build up even more stronger. But like I said, I just started this right off from a lower level character I had that was in the 400s and I wanted to build off that. So this is what I started out with. And these are the perk cards that I use. Now I'm going to go down the line and I'm going to point out the most important cards. Brick Wall. When your glow is high, makes you immune to staggering attacks. You're going to want this one so that way you don't get staggered by the ENO6 Guardian from his attacks. Now Bone Shatter. Your melee weapon attacks have a 45% chance to cripple a limb. You definitely want this with that shredder. Now to Radioactive Strength. This is a must-have card. This is the card that's going to give you all your damage. Expend a moderate amount of glow to deal 150% more damage with power attacks and bashing. So you're going to want to make sure you put this card on. Another card you're going to want to make sure you put on, Basher. Gun bashing does 50% damage with a 10% chance to cripple your opponent. Remember, the shredder is bashing, so you're going to want to use these cards. This is going to give you the most damage for your weapon. Now, a lot of these other cards like Refractor, that's optional, that's just helping. Life Giver, I hear, is bugged. Bullet Shield is one you're going to want because we're going to be using a heavy weapon at first to help keep the damage down, and with Ricochet to take down his shield. Fireproof is definitely going to be wanted because you're going to want to block a lot of them missiles that you take from the ENO6 Guardian. Thick Skin only works outside of power armor, so ignore that one. Glowing Guts is one we're going to want. Irradiated food and drinks grant 200% more rads. We're going to need to jump our rads to take out this ENO6 Guardian real quick. I will show you in the video exactly what I'm talking about. Now moving on, Charisma. Tenderizer, we're gonna definitely want Tenderizer. Now for intelligence, we're only gonna want to worry about that stabilizer, and you're probably gonna want batteries included because fusion cores weigh a lot. Now for agility, you're gonna want your Action Boy and your Action Ghoul, and the other ones you don't have to worry about. Now for luck, one of the main cards you want to worry about there is Faulty Spots. Weak point damage is increased by 15%. We're gonna want this because we are working on weak point damage with the ENO6 Guardian. So that one you're definitely going to want too. Another one is One Gun Army. Heavy guns gain a 10% stagger chance and a 12% chance of crippling a limb. Once again, another cripple card we're going to want. But try to copy this build out the best you can, because this is what I use, and I will show you how much damage I got from that. Now for legendary cards, I got 1 into legendary luck, 3 into legendary agility, maxed out legendary strength, maxed out legendary endurance, maxed out legendary intelligence, and 4 into taking one for the team. That taking one for the team is optional depending on if you're going to be on a team or not. If you're doing solo, that's all up to you. You could always change it out for electric absorption. That way you can take less damage from the ENO6 Guardian. But these are the perk cards I used, and like I said, but I mainly made this video to show that you can do this from a lower level, and all you gotta do is just go around and find your mods. But the whole point is you can make this build. It's not that hard. All you're gonna need is the Ghoul character and what I've shown you. Now for the ENO6 Guardian, let's jump to this. I'm going to be using the platform method. You put your power armor on the platform, you start the ENO6 Guardian, and you jump in your power armor before he spawns. This is a way of bypassing his shield. Now we're going to be using Ricochet and that bullet shield to help us stay alive and to cause damage to the ENO6 Guardian. Once I get his shield down, that's when I'm going to switch to my minigun and use the shredder on him. Like I said, you want to make sure you have no ammo on you, and you want to have some toxic goo or something that's going to give you a lot of rads on your hotbar. You only need a little bit of rads. As long as that glow meter's up a little bit, you can do some insane amount of damage. But you want to make sure you have it on your hotbar, and you want to make sure your minigun is on your hotbar. You can't switch to a weapon that has no ammo. So if you go to swap weapons, it's going to swap to the nearest weapon that has ammo. Or it's not going to swap to any weapon, and you're just going to have your fist. Like I said, so it's very important not to have that ammo. Alright, so now we're about to get his shield down. We're going to want to take this toxic goo, or whatever it is that gives you rads, and then we're going to swap to our minigun. So we're going to have our glow meter up a little bit, and we're going to have our minigun. And we're going to shred, just like you see here. It's that simple. So just make sure you have those 2 items on your hotbar, and you'll be alright. 1 minute and 8 seconds, I gotta say that was pretty good. Now I'm going to start wrapping this video up. I really do appreciate you checking it out. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to this channel. And to help build this channel, if you'd like to see it grow, share and smash that like button to help that algorithm. Alright guys, you take it easy. I'll see you later.